Hello. Hello there. How, how are we, everyone? And why does it seem like the game is making noise that I can't hear or is way too loud? Please tell me if that's the case. But how are you? Venti, the gooberiest of goobers. I am not late, by the way. Fox arrives precisely when she means to. How dare you insist? You fool of a horse. I'm running out of easy references to shoehorn into yelling at Venti with. Help. But how is everybody? How are we doing? Yeah, I wanted to give a new game a try, y'all. It is a really interesting one, from my understanding. Um, I am just noticing now that the game included my username from the Epic Game Store. So give me a second and switch that to something reasonable and familiar. I don't think it can dox me, but I don't want to be surprised by it. Okay, nope. Updated to Scarlet Cinda and refresh. Cool. Anyway, hello. It is a goodly thing to see you all today. We are jumping into Sable today. I heard very good things about it some time ago. It's a little bit older, and from my understanding, it's the only game that this studio came out with. Very stylized, desert, wasteland, coming-of-age story. If I had to, aesthetically, it reminded me of, like, Chants of Sennaar aesthetics. Very simple in theory, line and color styling, but executed so amazingly well that it's like it looks simple, but you know it's not, and you know it takes so much talent to make it really work. My understanding, before this game was the Sanimal being a Russian mammal, but it's gonna be an interesting one today. Again, just as a general rule of thumb, this seems like a 2 to 3 stream game at most. So I wanted to give it a try, see what we're doing. Seems like relatively reasonably we can get through the game in a couple of streams, play a story, see what happens. Let me make sure that this is working. It is. Exciting news as well today, actually. I got a meeting set up with an artist for finishing out some details on the model and working things through just a little bit. Just to polish a few little edges that that I want for the aesthetic choices and stuff on the model, and I'm very, very excited. But yeah, we are going to hop right on into it today. Here we are. Sable. Here we are. A little bit of a border. Whoops. Still had the name tag here for a name tag down for a person who's not here yet, but we're gonna zip right into it. I don't know how the game works. I know very little about it besides aesthetic. Whoops. And reputation. I love the sound of it already. Even just the little flashes we've gotten. Shed works. So immediately you can see what I mean by the aesthetic of it. There is a... Ooh, who are you? Who are we? A mask and a face. A face on the wall, but a mask on the purse. I guess that's us? Quest started the ceremony. Oh, that's animated at a... That's not choppiness. That is a nostalgic, intentional frame rate. Ooh. That jump is very floaty. Wow. Okay. That's interesting. See what that is, y'all? That is... Oh. That's Zelda climbing. We Zelda climbing, y'all. That looks like dynamic lighting in such a delightful, simple cartoon style that I am all the way here for. there's a kind of a clickiness to the animation. It's just, yeah. A little smoother. A little brighter lighting. We're going back to camp? But look at that, y'all. Look at it. Oh, goodness gracious. This is so interesting. It almost looks... This is going to seem like reductionist or slightly like downplaying, and I don't mean it at all. It's so stylized. It almost has an illustration style that I associate sometimes with like Dr. Seuss backgrounds or old Dr. Seuss books. It's a storybook style with these colors. The way it's been done is just so special. It's time for a ceremony. A bucket head. Ram's horns. I can feel Jaddy smiling behind her mask. Just as I know she can feel the teeth-bearing little grimace behind mine. I'm nervous, and she's softly, sweetly amused. In her eyes, I probably have very little to worry about. You know you have nothing to worry about, don't you, Sable? But we are Sable. And yet, I know. And yet. I shrug, but any attempts to act casual are fruitless. The movement is jerky, and I don't think I've ever been more aware of my little shoulders. She laughs. I mean it. But I know how you are. You're going to be nervous until you've started. And then you'll act like you've been doing it your whole life. Remember the first time you rode a bike? You wouldn't even let me put you on the seat, you were so afraid. Your hands were like little claws gripping onto me. I feel the memory in my fingers. But then I promised you it was going to be alright. I told you how much I had loved riding my bike as a young woman, and how wonderful the wind felt through fabric. Suddenly, there you were. You sat down, you leaned forward, you put those little grasping claws on the handles, and you were off. And I remember thinking, just watching you tear over the sand. Look at her. She can do whatever she wants. Speeder bikes, hover bikes, sand bikes. Jaddy reaches out and places a hand on the edge of my mask. And you can, Sable. Take a breath. Jotty's story warms me, but I feel too overwhelmed to let it settle. I tell her with a sigh that I don't know where to begin. She chuckles. Well, I can help with that. You need to talk to Hyla and Driss. Driss should already have made the arrangements for your bike, and Hyla will share something, well, let's say as useful as it is fun. I think I might suspect what Jotty's saying, but I stay quiet. After that, I suppose we'll set you off. I asked Jotty what will become of me if I choose the wrong path. There are no wrong paths, Sable, or right ones. I will be glad if you choose to stay with the Abexi, but truth be told, I'll be glad no matter what, so long as you're happy. Whatever you decide, you do so with my blessing. So don't try using me as an excuse to come home early, eh? She knows me. Now go speak with Hylal. I'll be there to see you off. And speak to Driss as well. I've told him to arrange your bike with Cizo, but you know how he is. I have something to give you. A compass to help you on your journey. It's the same one I used on my gliding. An artifact, you might say. I take the device in my palm. It fits naturally there. Perfectly weighted and crafted. Each component slides together with incredible, satisfying precision. Thank you. Oh, that's cool. Logging in. Oh, hello, Sable. Unread messages, 0. Okay. Hello, little glider. It's so strange. I tell Jotty how strange it is being called Glider instead of Sable or even Clanchild. Just trying to get you used to it. She seems to really like it. Hello, Ghostly. Raw. Raw indeed. Hello, Basti. It's been a while since Basti has shown up. She seems to really like it, and maybe I like it too. My little glider. How are you, Ghostly? Cool little tea set. Friend. Friend. She looks throughout across the landscape. Zeki's shoulders sag a little. I wonder what she's thinking about. It does. It's an older game called Sable, but it looks so interesting. It feels like the animation is intentionally playing at a less than 120 FPS or whatever. The game's running fine. I think it's a styled frame rate and aesthetic. I love it. Like a storybook. Zeki's voice is weakly incredulous. I don't know how she's done it. That Ilaria over there. I follow her gaze as a little speck in the distance, which I now understand is her daughter, Ilaria. There? Zeki shakes her head. No, she's fine, and I'll get her. I'm just... She shrugs. Parenting. I suppose I'll know more about that when I'm older. I want to go see if I can get her. Oh, that's an interesting little slide. Just barely enough. Oh yeah, no, we gotta do some exploring and talking to people before we get out of here entirely, because just barely enough. Just barely enough. I love climbing. I want to get higher, right up where the balloon goes. Bet you didn't think I could get up this high, did you? This is great. Oh. Okay. That is actually all there was to it. How did you even get up there? That little children have no fear. So there are conversations that I will be locked out of. I only got to ask one of those. Hello, little glider. I asked Jotty about her gliding. I'll tell you what, I'll tell you when you get back. I crossed my arms in protest. Not all you want. I don't want to spoil any surprises. She lowers her voice to a whisper. But I did meet some crystal farmers once. Crystal farmers? And that's all I'll say about that. You should get going. Mean. It's so floaty. Who are you now? So this will be... Though I've told myself not to be too eager. It's all I can to do not to race up to Driss. Driss is the camp manager. He's been difficult to get a hold of lately, but now I strongly suspect he's been working on my bike in secret. Perhaps it's extra beautiful or has some custom feature. What will its name be, I wonder? How fast will it go? Will my legs feel sore, or will I get used to it? Driss turns to me with a no start. Sable! Sable. Hello. Hello, how are you? I asked Driss how he is. I'm well. I let it hang out there a moment, but I can't do it. I'm too keen, and the words spill out. I asked Driss if he might, possibly, maybe, have a bike for me. Your bike? He yells it like it's an idea he's just had. Your bike! Yes, of course, right, yes, your bike. That's what I meant to, that I prepared for you, because today is your... gliding, yes. Just nods along with me. Yes, of course, right. Yes, I do have that. By which I mean I arranged it for you in a, well, sort of tutorial for you. A tutorial? Yes, exactly. A learning experience. You see, Sable, before one can own their own bike, they must prove they can ride a bike by taking a test ride on a different bike. Think about it and find I've never heard of that part of the gliding. But Driss does seem earnest. Sort of. I'd like you to try this bike as a test. The sand cutter at his side. It's quite old, a little shabby. A tester, if ever I've seen one. I'll give it a go. Really? I mean, yes, good. Be gentle, though. The sand cutter's older than Jotty, and you treat her with respect. Now ride the bike through the ring and back. Don't fall off. Oh, so you switch to a strafing mode. You hit W. Interesting. This is currently at least not much faster than not much faster than walking, this one. I returned to Driss, who somehow managed to seem caught off guard despite knowing I was coming. Sable, congratulations. How was your first pre-glide ride? Any strange rattles? Unexpected hissing? Small fires? Oh, what do you mean, fires? Surely you'd notice if you were on fire, even a little bit. Was that a possibility? Well, obviously it didn't happen, so I think we're fine. Driss, is this bike dangerous? Well, he doesn't finish. Have you already been by Hylal? Hylal, I think. Oh, right. I'd nearly forgotten about Hylal. I thanked Driss for the reminder, before at least nudging him a little about the bike. I asked him if I'll still be getting one. Well, you're getting the use of the sandcutter, that's something. You can borrow it to run your little errands. My little errands? And Hylal's got something to show you that'll help out with more of that mobility you're after. With my confidence in this exercise only lightly tarnished, I thank Driss very much for his help and his bike, and I depart for Hylal. Ooh. Steering is still a little funky. Because steering is not dictated by the mouse at all. Umar is a man of few words, and he's nothing if not consistent. Not a big yapper, eh? Hello, cow. Hello, cow. Hello, cow. A handful of cow. A little camp. A bunch of goobers. What are you? Hold on. I want to know what that is. A chum egg. Chum egg. Bloop. Offered by the chums when planting themselves in the ground. Perfectly smooth, hard as a rock. These eggs seem to float with how light they are. There must be a good place to deliver these. Collectibles. In my open world game, more likely than you'd think. As in guaranteed. As I approach Hylal, they give an enthusiastic wave. A non-binary character. Delightful. I've always appreciated Hylal's verve and vigor. On a day like this, I'm ready to match it with a touch of nerves for balance. Sable, take this. Hylal hands me a small round stone. As it nestles in my palm, I feel warmth, not borrowed from Hylal's hands, but emanating from within. I run my thumb over it and find it softly electric, like static on cloth. I try to sound less confused than I am, but I ask Hylal what this is. Oh, Sable, you can't leave without it. What I've given you is a gliding stone. I tell Hylal what I feel. Electricity. Then you're doing it right. What you feel in that stone is openness. Look at the stone. It seems quite closed. Gliding stones are vessels for the perpetual. They suck up its power like little sponges and hold it there for you to channel. Right now it's empty or dormant and waiting for you to fill it up. I ask how I can do this. Take it to the temple that runs at the edge of the canyon. You'll be able to activate it there. Harlow claps their hands twice and bobs a little. I appreciate their good mood at a time like this. Come back to me once that is done. I want to hear all about it. Let me go get my bike. The animation, it feels like Saturday morning cartoons and a child's... It feels like Saturday morning cartoon animation speed with the aesthetics of like my childhood books. Oh, she's up there whistling for her daughter still. Okay. What do you got? Oh! Some nuts and bolts. Okay. Why? Is that back where it was? Well, that's way too far. There we go, put it back where it was. Meh. I'm sure I'll have to do something with that later. Let's do the quest for now before I keep getting distracted by literally everything else. Oh, so I can point myself in a direction. Mouse and steering are not affected by each other at all. Crackly little sand bike, I think has seen better days. Whoops. Oh, stop there. I appreciate them telling me where my bike is from anywhere. The heck is that spaceship piece looking malarkey? Just enough climbing. I didn't realize that actually was dynamic lighting with darkness moving in. Like a cold wind. Like a really cold wind on an autumn night. What is the temple? Got a mask on. And butterfly wings. Crouching. Oh no. Oh no. Whoops. Okay. The temple. Is this a technology has become back to seeming like magic temple? The stone thrums like the beat of a heart as I approach the altar. Or maybe it feels... Am I afraid? Exhilarated? Or maybe it feels right. I am ready for Rowana to know me. I am ready to know myself. I feel her curiosity. In this sacred place, I know I am in her sight. Oh. Magic. Magic bubble. Everything all right out there? Magic. Funkiness. How is it back in my hand? Wait, what? Hold on. Show the activated gliding stone? Okay. Oh. Oh, we got exploration now, baby. We got even better crazy exploration malarkey now, baby. I see that chest. Money! Money pot. And ladders do not take stamina, which makes sense. We'll start following the instructions, and then later we'll go our own way, I think. Is there a time limit on this thing? But it's very literal, like a glider. Like, guy. Flutterby. Oh, what? I did not expect that to actually be a thing I could pick up. Hold on. What was that? Children's top. Butterflies that hibernate during the cool desert nights by burrowing into the sand. Use sunlight to absorb into their wings in a process akin to photosynthesis. Bike parts. Oh. Customizable bikes. Because it'd be key items if you're just building it once. That sounds awesome. Doobity-doo. Go flying, I guess. We got wild. Didn't go this way. Oh, yes, I did. That's a ladder up into where I'm going, actually. Is that my bike that you didn't finish? Dude. Dude. I need you to finish my bike. Dude. Nope. Oops. Stamina. Ladder. How much you want to bet he actually fully forgot to make the bike? When I return to Hylal, it's clear they know what I've just experienced. They're excited on my behalf in a way that makes me miss them before I've even left. Isn't it incredible? How does it feel? Exciting, strange, or safe? Bubble. Safe. Feel almost embraced by the perpetual. Warm and safe in my own little bubble. They swoon. Oh, that's such a nice way of describing it. Hylal's mood doesn't darken. The sigh they let out holds a bit of sorrow. You're very lucky, you know. I miss it so much, that feeling. Just floating on the breeze. But I suppose it's best that it fades with age. Or else I might have never come back from my gliding. I'll just be out here heaving myself into chasms. Is that really what you do? They think about it. Why not? If I had the power, why not use it? I know people manage to keep it up, but I don't know that I've got the time to practice as much as they do. Takes a really serious focus. Hylal laughs, even if there's a bit of regret, and I certainly haven't got that. Still, I suppose the gliding wouldn't mean much if it were all gain and no loss. I think about that, but decide that there is already too much loss on my mind to consider it much further. I am saying goodbye to my clan, my family, my home, my childhood. To lose the perpetual is a sacrifice for another time. You're going to love it out there, Sable, even when you don't. My advice? Try to have fun. There's a lot to be said about ritual and independence and all of that out there. But the world's an easier place to put if you put joy first. I thank Hylal for their advice and for their help, and tell them I'll miss them. It'll be over before you know it. A warning and a reassurance hold in one. I say goodbye to Hylal. Before I go, Hylal gestures towards the tower. It seems Caesar wishes to see me before I leave the clan. Caesar has a task. Quotes from a selection of obscure and lyrically mediocre Ibexi historical ballads whenever I pass by. There is a great verse that says much about our folk buried under sand. There is a history here and I want to uncover it all. That's new. That wasn't there before. Or rather, it wasn't there in that same spot. It was around, but not landed. Money. Cizo is an outclanner, the Abexi, but I've known her for nearly as long as I can recall. I think of her more as a kind of distant relation than any sort of outsider. Machinists, I'm told, are given their post, and by their training and their code must go where they are needed, but Cizo has been among us so long that it's easy to forget it's an assignment first and foremost. As far as any of us are concerned, she is one of us. I think there's a perception among the other clans of the Abexi are quite insular, or that the designation of Abexi versus outclanner suggests some nervous othering of those who are unlike us. But in practice, such things are more the result of our nomadic nature. We seek to know who will travel with us and who we must leave behind, but all are welcome to join. I am always pleased that Cizo did. Sable, how do you do, clan child? I can only think of one thing. Excited. Cizo has a throaty quality to her voice, and it rumbles through her mask when she laughs. She's quite a serious person most days, and I'm always torn between pride and alarm when I manage to make her chuckle. Jadi told me how excited you were. Cizo sniffs. He also told me Driss would be coming along to get your bike together, but I think he may have... I knew it. What? I hadn't meant to say that out loud. So I tell her I was just clearing my throat. I don't begrudge Driss his forgetfulness. Were I tasked with so many odds and ends, I might be just as scattered. And besides, this will be good for you. I want you to scavenge the hoverbike parts yourself. I asked Cizo if I'm expected to make my own hoverbike. No, you're not going to make your own hoverbike. You're going to build your own hoverbike. The mace suggests you are creating something. But your bike already exists. They simply haven't taken form yet. Here, take this. Hands me something. This is a navigator. You can use it to mark waypoints on your compass. It should be useful in finding the old parts. I asked Cizo where I might start looking. Our bikes are reborn in the ruined ships, in fragments spread apart. A good start would be the ship down near the camp. You'll find another up on that great rock. It was a ship. And another behind the old dam on the hill. Use a navigator to mark that down if you need. You'll need a control panel, a power supply, and a calibrator. I asked Cizo if most gliders really make their own bikes. Only the lucky ones. I tell Cizo I'll see her soon. Together we'll create something new out of the old. Ah, I see. So I can mark that. And she said, there's one back there. I want to know what that is. I want to check out that. Up to 13 markers. They really know what they're doing, eh? Oh, okay. Off we go then. We got the little bike until we make our own big bike. Whoa. Goodness. Okay, it is kind of flippy. This one doesn't seem so good at jumping. In we go. Interesting old spaceship. A blinking light flashing on the dashboard of the cockpit. Push the button. A voice crackles from the machinery. It sounds like a recording. It's barely audible. Stop messaging me about those buttons, you absolute idiot. Sorry, Ramen. Concentrate. I don't think I have to remind you how much work it was to get this far. We're almost there. Alright, let's see what that old mechanist told us holds up. If not, there'll be hell to pay. I hear the sound of mechanical adjustments. 3 clicks, buttons being pressed, perhaps? Okay, when I push the orange thing, pull that lever. Hard. Yes, Ramen. The sound of a click and a loud grunt before a snapping sound. Oh, Rana's mask, not that hard. You've torn it out. Static and a low rumble. It worked. We're flying. The thing is moving fast. We need to slow it down a bit. Started playing when the ship took off. It's still increasing in pitch. Ramen? That lever, the one you just ripped out. We're going too fast. We're going to crash. Oh. Oof. So I need to find the other half. Are you looking for a calibrator? I'm immediately on guard. Sayama has always been a mischief maker and taking tremendous pleasure in tormenting me. In theory, I am older, more experienced, and should be more able to withstand it. In practice, however, you won't find it here. I've hidden it. You'll never find it. Never, never. She never fails to get to me. You're a horrible child. Goodness. May I please have it? I decide to be gentle and ask her, may I please have it? May I please have it? He mimics me terrible, all high and screechy. Despite my best efforts, I seethe. Oh well, too bad. You'll find it on your own. I don't think so. Sayama laughs at my irritation, but I'm not going to give her the satisfaction. I cross my arms and try to effect a change. I'll give you the calibrator. I put out my hand, proud of myself for standing tall. If you give me some beetles, that's a fair trade, isn't it? Something you want for something I want. I try to decide if it's more mature to push her over and steal the calibrator or to acquiesce. But I simply stifle a sigh and shake her little hand. You little shit. Hop. 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 The cave under the camp. You could have a look down there. Hello, little glider. Oops. Already did this one. There's some seeds growing on the rocks around the next. Drop a seed, sneak up and grab it. So I could either find her hiding spot or get her the beetles. Little shit. Endurance. There's a new person up there. The balloon was more fun than the person in it. I approached the cartographer. Greetings, child. I saw you looking longingly at my great balloon. Quite a piece of work, isn't she? I nod enthusiastically. Really is an impressive vessel. However, nervous I get imagining being up there. I wonder if anyone's ever fallen off one. Best not to ask. Well, good to meet you, and I should introduce myself. I am Jordan. I tell him I am Sable. Suppose you've come all this way to see me, it's probably a map you're after, eh? I would love a map. I tell the cartographer, 50 cuts. To my ears, it's a fair price for a map, but too expensive with empty pockets. Do I only have 40? No, I have 50. I have 60. I have 6. I have... Oh, the sun went behind the balloon. So there's beetles that way. I forgot the bike. Well, I guess we hoofing it. Nope, I am not making that jump. Another one of those things. Let's see what we can find. Another egg. do have to go up and in there. I'm curious what this is first. Because I don't know where to go. Okay, you don't start climbing unless you're really directly perpendicular to something. Okay. Okay. Money! Ah, this is the beetle thing. Gotcha! Hello, coffee pot, how are you? Beetles! Papa! I don't think I need this many. I now just keep doing this because why not? Any more beetles? More beetles! So is this an infinite thing, or... I don't know. Oh, orientation time. Heck yeah, coffee pot. I'm excited. I think it's gonna go well. I think it's gonna be fun. Or as fun as orientation can be, but I think the whole process will be great. You got this. Found the beetles. And then I can just, I did forget to bring my bike. This is Sable, a coming-of-age story. Seemingly open-world adventure, as far as I can tell. I got a magic bubble from a temple. It definitely feels like it's technology-ish, but like far future than the civilization we're in. But beyond that, I don't really know yet. The game came very highly recommended some time ago, and I never got around to it. And I wanted to try some fun, silly things. And just see what I came across. Nothing. Okay. I'm currently trying to build a sand bike. We have a iffy sand bike, at best, already. I could use that to get across. Yep. That's all. The style of this game has been absolutely amazing. Going to also bring the music volume back up because it ended up being more atmospheric music than I expected and should be a little louder. Money! 100. Ooh. Buttons. A lever. Ah, opening the dam in a place that obviously used to have water. It says something about the world that they know it used to be a dam. I mean, they used to have flight before they crash landed here. The same religion mentioned in talking about the goddess. Open door. But the like, I don't want to call it stilted animation, but it's like kind of stilted. It's like it's a specific frame rate, I guess, which gives it a particular aesthetic. Yeah, it has the frame rate of some like old 90s Saturday morning cartoons almost. Because the game itself is running at 120. But the animation of the run cycle has a very hit in a cartoon. The art style feels like when did that come out? Coffee Pot? Possibly. I think it may be more accurate to say that this and Spider-Verse were inspired by similar things, rather than one being inspired by the other. Because Spider-Verse is particularly interesting because Miles' frame rate changes as he comes into his powers. And I think this is just a 2D and stop motion, but particularly with Spider-Verse, one of the really important things about it though is when the frame rate changes for Miles. I think for this one it is just an aesthetic because it's all characters. Because they're emulating 2D and stop motion, but frame rate particularly is an interesting one. With the way it changes. This one, like the adults, have the same frame rate. I want to know what that is up there. This bubble has me going from so far away. It's wild. I was really hoping that was some kind of interaction other than taking money from what looks like a shrine. I should have known better. But they didn't say you could choose to or not, so it may just be a collectible. Underneath. Nothing fancy. Okay. It could be. Yeah. It very well could be. I've, I suppose I say what I say that distinction because I've a fair number of times assumed something was derivative of something else and then found out that they were both derivative of a third thing. Because one of the childlike things about this game that I partially, the other reason the thing I want to draw attention to more accurately than part of the comparison is the almost childhood illustration, children's book illustration style of some of the things, done in a way that is absolutely stunning. But the simplicity of the lines and striations reminds me of, like, Dr. Seuss, maybe? Or some of the issues of the Dr. Seuss, the art in the Dr. Seuss books I remember reading most as a kid. Did I put a thingy on that? I'm gonna double check. Wee bubble. Oh yeah, graphic novel is a little more general, I think. That sounds a little closer to what I was trying to say. I need to make sure I removed the Okay, I did, because I went there, apparently. Okay, so going to the locations you mark seems to, remove them. Let's head back. There's a almost pan flute vibe. Some of this music, pan flute. Possibly African drums. Apparently, yep, there's a cave entrance somewhere. But found the bugs for our little thief, so I'll play nice. Love the guitar. Panda! It's the funky panda! Hello, Panda the Funk. It's a funky panda. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Good gravy. 6 months. I've been streaming for 6 months. How is that possible? Hello, hello, hello. But rather than gloat, she hands me the calibrator and begins to cry. What? 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 Okay, fiend. I'm so confused about where that sound was coming from. Hi. Our bully and constant bickering companion is still sad to see us go. Hello, fiend. Hello, hello. Yara never came back after the last gliding. Aren't you sad? You were her friend. I miss her too. There's been a letter here and there, but it's always to us rather than to me. I'm not bitter. But I hope not to be like that. Please don't go. I tell Sayama not to worry, but I will be back sooner than she knows, and I'm sure she pouts behind the mask. And I add to her that if I am not back sooner than she knows, then she will be ready, and she can come bother me herself. Promise? Good. Then I suppose I can come to see you all. I thank her and say goodbye for now. I do genuinely believe that I could have come in here and found the power supply that I just traded her the beetles for without doing her quest. But I genuinely appreciate knowing that the little tyke is giving us the runaround because she wanted to see us again before we left. Bike time. I don't remember which of these. Okay, I think the green one is a side name one. Boom, whoop. Okay, these little pots and pockmarks and rocks are a little more dangerous than I thought they'd be. Awa! That is a thing to explore. We very Breath of the Wild marking an exploration here. Boom. Up we go. I couldn't decide what to play, so I said I'll play a new thing and see what happens. Egg. Egg. Funky worm egg. And yep, when you go to where they are, the little map markers blah, 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 disappear. So I could be like, boom, I want to go there. I went back there. Aha. They are hard. But I know that that blue one was my main goal. And I don't have the ability to climb that high yet. Whoop. Blip. Okay, so there is certainly some physicsing with rocks and things. That's interesting. This little sand beater that he was, our mechanic in town was surprised it was still running, so... Butterfly. I grabbed the first butterfly I saw as a, ooh, what's that? And didn't think I could interact with it. I could. So now... Okay. I see. Puzzle time. So far, at least, these pink surfaces have been the start of puzzles. Bye-bye. Something out there. Doesn't look like it. Orb. There is a... Whoops. Dang it. trying to look around. I get knocked off. There's a spaceship on top of one of these two piles, if it's the one I think I'm at, that has the last piece or repurposing parts of an old spaceship that split into like multiple pieces. Yeah, that. We found 3 giant chunks of spaceship and a recording of when someone pulled a lever too hard and broke it. And we're trying to put together our bike to go on what they call our gliding, which I assume is, well, it's a coming of age story, so we're still gearing up for the actual gliding ceremony, but it sounds like we're exploring the world and, given what she just said about a previous person, finding our place in it. Literally, not just like vague coming of age metaphor, but like literally being like, okay, what part of this ecosystem do we want to live on? Money. But classic exploration game rules still apply. There we are. Power supply. Time to deliver the parts. Now that I know where my bike is, oh, I can't climb on. That makes sense. It's too machined. Climb on this though, this white rock with the very fluffy darn. Oh. Gotta be a way up. There is so totally a way up. That's better. I don't know why I'm going up here. I just... feels like the game where there's a reason to go up here. Well, maybe another time, actually. I am familiar with Journey. Journey is a masterpiece. Journey is an absolute masterpiece. Wonderful story, no words. Ah. It's a flutterby. I don't know why I'm collecting butterflies, but I am. I needed 3 of those. I got 7. The dynamic lighting done in such a geometric, simple way and a tone shift way. Ah, fun times. The way that this game does, like, shifting lighting by what it looks like literally be a color filter and, like, such simple geometric highlights and shadows is a really delightful style. Aha. That's 50 per map. Try to hedge the way I speak about this, as I'm not entirely sure whether that's too much. Not enough, or precisely its value. She tells me not to worry. Here's some money to get you going on your little journey. Use it most wisely, and then a little unwisely when the moment strikes. It's good to know the value of money, but you never want to be ruled by it. I thank Jotty effusively, and head out on my way. I had to wait till I got money from her to actually use the money I got. Because I had found enough money from exploration. But... up we go. Buy a map. Greetings, child. I'll buy that map. A map of the era, sold by members of the photography. I thank Jordan for the Euro map and all its vast possibilities. Something about this makes it feel more real. Short, since I knew I had a boy, I was a photography for me, but I spent a little extra time out there just to enjoy the world. Speaking of, keep an eye on the skies, hey? Plenty of my colleagues will have more maps, from Hakoa to Sodic Waste. I thank Jordan for the tip and say goodbye. Ah, fast travel. Ah. So I can travel to... What is that symbol? That is the way out of the area. I want to know what those things are, though. It is really chill. I want to go towards wherever the green marker is and see what it's referencing. Oh, it's one of those things that I've found already. Okay. Oh, right. Caesar was the one on the top. Right. Right. So I go to the map. I see one. This game is having trouble with me using mouse and keyboard together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those thingy bobs. Ah, okay. That's exactly what it is. And what is that? Oh, yeah, that's part of that's already marked. Cool. Already marked things. Mr. Balloon Man. I return to Caesar with the parts, and it's as she weighs me over that I feel a pang of sadness. Will I see her again once I'm gone? Well done, Sable. Yes. This is everything we need. Are you ready to assemble a bike of your own? I am ready. I've talked to everybody that I can. Caesar relaxes in the workshop. It isn't that she's particularly rigid or anxious, but there's a certain calm beauty to one that truly appreciates. That one only truly appreciates when Caesar is in her element. I wonder if it's this way with all mechanists. What you must understand, Sable, is that the component you acquired, they fit together not by chance, not by effort, but by nature. They belong to her. They have always belonged to her. All we are doing is assembling her from what she has already been. I nod and feel a soft buzzing in my ears. Among my clan, we believe that machines have names held for ages like deep secrets, unheard by those unequipped to listen. We will find this one's name together. Gliding bike booster. Gliding bike wings. Interesting. Gliding bike front. Okay. So there are what item sets that maybe I can mix and match later on? Ooh, we need to have a conversation just to make sure. Okay. Nope. Just making sure, but she says the same thing again. Simoon. Okay, yep. So there's 3 parts we can slot onto the main bike chassis. I do like the little kid unbalanced run too. Simoon. All at once I know the hoverbike's name, Simoon. I say it in a whisper to let Sizu know. Simoon. Simoon. Well done, Sable. What does it mean? What does it mean? You should ask her yourself. Sizu looks entirely serious. The bike, to my enduring surprise, says nothing, even when I lean close. I tell Simoon that I am eager to know her better, and Sizu looks quite proudly at both of us. You are ready, then, for the gliding. May all the gods turn their faces from you, Sable. An odd blessing, but Sisu is prone to such things. I can read her a tone that is meant quite sweetly. Interesting, but I think I understand it. Because if this is about finding your place, and there are gods that govern certain professions, which is a common thing with deities, then the gods all turning their faces from you is them not influencing your decision. You must learn to Simoon to care for her. Seek out my fellow mechanists on your travels. They will teach you the art of machine whispering. Oh, and take this. You'll meet plenty of my ilk in your gilding. Show them your worth, and they'll give you more badges. I thank Sisu twice for good measure and give a bow. I am ready. I should speak to Jedi first about the ceremony. Okay. Ah. It is glitching out only a little bit. Let us begin. I return to Jadi with new lightness, and it makes the weight of my departure feel heavier. Oh, what a strange day. Sable, is that a badge you've got there? Sisu gave it to me. I tell Jadi that Sisu gave me the badge. Then you must have earned it. Well done. I give a bow of thanks. Well, Sable, if you keep this up, you'll be headed for the Mask Caster in no time. I try to think about going to the Mask Caster, but it seems impossibly far away. Imagine choosing what I want to be. Imagine choosing what I want to be forever. I know what you're thinking, but don't worry about it. You'll get plenty of badges when you're out there. And once you've got 3 alike, you can trade it in for that mask. But don't feel like your first mask is your final choice. The gliding is about freedom. I suggest you claim as many masks as you wish. Only at your final ceremony, you'll be asked to choose one. How will I choose? You will have to feel it out, but when you know, you will know. Now. The tone of her now puts the butterflies back in my stomach. With all this done, there's only one thing left. It is time, then, isn't? Time to walk through the face door at the Temple of Rowana. There you assemble your gliding mask and go. There are things I wish to convey to Jadi here. Depths of love and gratitude and fear and worry, hope and thought. And though I find myself unable to speak any of it in words, I know she understands. Before you leave, child, I made you these. They are dyed with traditional Abexi maroon, and hope to provide you great comfort out in the desert. When you leave today, you will no longer be Sable, clan child of the Abexi. You will simply be Sable. The rest will come. But no matter what you are, no matter where your journey takes you, I will always know you. I will always love you. And I will see you again. I don't know where my journey will end, but I know where it must begin. And I am ready. I don't want to bring that one with me, honestly. I can fast travel, so yeah, I want to just... I did the big things that I worried about. I have not explored this little spot. And I'm already on my way back there. Yeah. It's the only place left. Something feels important to me about making this walk. Or, well, glide. Myself. Ooh. Interesting desert birds. Ah, okay. Yep. This is the right way. There it is. Let us prepare. A blank-looking mask worn by all children of the dunes. Most kids customize theirs for fun, but more traditional clans found on that sort of self-expression. It is time. Wow. Wow. Wild. Just, okay, yeah. Don't see anything too telling down here besides just where we're supposed to go. Okay. Okay. Building the mask. Of course. Of course it would be. A mask in 3 parts, I'm going to guess. A little slidey bit, like after you try and jump up one of these, is cool, honestly. Little like shake to it. Ah, could have gone here first. Another one of those. Whoops. Yep, a mask in 3 parts. Let's see what we can find. I am so curious. Oh, come on, game. You got it. You're okay. You're okay, game. Camera, don't freak out. What was this place for? Or is this all this place has been? We are people of mask. Is this the mask crafter? It's the same magic that gave us the glowing bubble. I love that it looks like some of those are bouncing off of the mask, but ended up not being. Interesting that the masks glow where the statues that don't have faces. This world is falling apart. And it seems like we tried to leave once. We have to. What was the description? Worn by those in Sansi, made of bone. Sansi. These ones, particular to the Ibexi, are made from the skull of a mountain goat. Okay. It is a traditional, I assume, general mask from home. And I know that I have fast travel, but it doesn't feel right to fast travel for this. I absolutely love that we don't see our face, we don't customize our face. Our identity is in what we do, it seems. which definitely feels like something the game is trying to say. So. First time I ever came out of that church, or temple rather, this is what I wanted to climb, so I'm going to try one more time. Before we go. Because while I'm exploring what is most likely a dead end, we can get through the ads. They are the kind of game to shape something in a way that says, that's not for climbing. Okay. Turns out it has been an unnecessary endeavor. Oh, I love that animation. I did not see that before. That, like, sliding down forward on too steep a surface. The little yell out. Oh, that's delightful. And here we are. Floating back to town for our send-off. We are moving at a different frame rate than the world around us, actually. Interesting. Logging in. Hello, Sable. Jotty's voice echoes strangely through the machine, yet still it warms me. Well, Sable, this is it. By the time you hear this, we will have gone. Gliding is a journey you must begin alone. There's a certain nuance lost in transmission, and for that I am grateful. It would be far too much to hear the crack in her voice, and not run weepily into her arms to stay forever. But I am ready, and so I close my eyes and listen. But though you go by yourself, you are not without friends. You are not without family. You are not without love. These things you will always carry with you, as you do your mask. And I know that I am not supposed to do this, but if I were you, I might go and see Utari. They're the mechanist at Burnt Oak Station, and among Cizo's closest friends. Ari is a good contact to have on one's gliding, and a fine way to get another mechanist badge if you're so inclined. Only a suggestion. As for us, I'll send another message once we've returned to the Aware, so keep an eye on the post boxes, and try not to forget us. She takes a long breath, and I forget that things as easy as breathing could ever exist. The world is waiting, Sable. Good luck. Okay. It waited for me to hit any button of movement. Jump through. This is my new glider bike. Allow me this. Allow me this bit of. This bit of weakness. I must. Just in case there is one place. Wow. I know I went silent there, but it seemed like the right thing to do. Wow. I will be, backtracking basically all the places I was sliding around, but... North, viewer, exotic waste, west, chums is carved over some other text, northwest, burnt oak station, northwest, burnt oak station. That'll be the first place, once we see what's up here. Nope. Can't make even little jumps without a good, there's campfire. So, where there's smoke, there's fire. Where there's fire, there are most likely people. Oops. Controls are still a little funky, but I'm getting used to it. Is it just a plant? Is that man-made? It's a funky plant. Oh. Funky plant. I definitely didn't forget the command they just told me to call my bike. Nope, definitely not the kind of thing I would do. I am utterly charmed so far. That's what I would say by this game. Another shrine. Another fire. Miss something by taking too many shortcuts. Okay. The wind tower. Hmm. Trinkets and baubles. Nope. Okay. Try that again. Ah, hold on. Wrong side of the ladder, I do think. Yes. Who was here doing these things? How do I get a chest there? Must be a way to open the gate, or I climb in. Here we are. Bouldering top. Though they won't help me climb further, my hand wraps and the lightweight fit of this gear make great for scaling mountain heights more comfortable. Ah, functional armor rather than aesthetic. I do appreciate that fashion is still and always will be the end game. I'm curious what's over here. There is more in that tower. This does seem to be the end of this. That's where I went in. Okay. Up we go. Tower puzzle, maybe for a full armor set? Or clothing set, I should say. Or just because. I have no idea. And I couldn't care less which one it is. Oh. Oh, it wasn't working. I'm sure there are many secrets and corners that I have missed. Like whatever is this way. Oh, okay, it wraps around. Huzzah. My sense of direction is terrible, which is why I'm going to head for that, Oh, Mechanist top. Not a full armor set. A choice. How devious. I have a feeling I've found what there is to found here. We have found here. We have bouldering. I think I like what we have already for now. I thought for sure I must have missed something. There we are. Let's go back to that sign. And head... Actually, no, we know... that... Let us, find our gliding. Back in the direction I originally went. There are still things we bump into. Makes sense. See if there's anything else still here that we wish to investigate. But do the that. In particular. These towers may serve as a way to mark places I wish to go soon. Wind Tower, Burnt Oak, Dunboy, Ewer. Dunbuoy, Dunboy. Dunbuoy. I wonder how tall all of these towers were before the sand. Because the sand has definitely moved in. Or at least gotten deeper. Uh-oh. Hi. Could someone make a clip, please? I'm, what? Hi? I don't want to hit buttons before it ruins it. Hi? Hello? Hi? Game? 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 Where am I going? There we are. Good gravy, hello. Do I have that working? No, it's not working. Goodness gracious, my golly. I'm going to have to figure out if there's a way to mark this time. Ads. Whole. Stream. Add stream marker. Add marker. There we are. All right, the balloons. Ooh, what's up here? I feel like this might be an entire game of ooh, what's blank. Let's go up and up and away. Darn. Up we go. Not enough this time either. Maybe, barely. Ah. Aha. Hopefully. Yeah, I cannot make it up that yet. Maybe I can get up this side. No dice. But the first place we going is the cartographer and then the mechanist. Because I am kind of curious to see what other shuttles I can make and what the mechanist's map thingy would look like. Or mask thingy, that's the words. I think I saw my way up this side. Yeah, this looks about right. Up we go. Okay, it is the kind of climbing where it goes down just by hanging. I expected it to, but I wanted to confirm. But you, cartographer blimp. Just like playing Hollow Knight and looking for Cornifer. As soon as you see those papers, priority number 1. These like petrified plants don't seem like desert plants to me, and there's such a history here. There's something. Okay. Okay, yeah, we can make it. We can do it. So you don't slide if you start, it's when you're on the downswing of a jump that you catch the sliding down. Hello, cartographer. I'm kind of hoping this makes us a fast travel point, but I didn't know for sure. I greet the cartographer shyly, a little cowed by how alone we are up here, and how intimate it sometimes feels despite being so much a part of my gliding. He responds with what sounds like a warm smile. Hello there, glider. Thanks for taking the time to climb all the way up here. Cartographer nods. Surveying gets a little lonely sometimes, you know. I tell her I do, given how lonely it can get on the sands. I hope Simoon doesn't hear. So then, what it is you need. What's worth a look nearby? Of course! You don't think I'm standing up here for nothing. The wind tower. Get up there and you can see for ages. Burnt Oak Station. I think about it, but she goes on before I can shout my prediction. And if you're a fan of insects, there's a Hercules beetle nest. Rumor has it you can lift 100 times. They can lift 100 times their own body weight. Can I buy a map? Oh yes, we're buying. I don't need them, so I'm going to hold on to that. Onto the giant burnt tree. I think Burnt Oak Station might be where we call it for tonight. I do have a thing I need to do tonight. Who knows just how chaotic this will become. For now, let us take a moment to see what Burnt Oak Station has to offer. I'm kind of glad they don't let you just jump in the wall like that. Scrapyard. Pieces. Friend. It is a challenge not to view scrappers through quite a romantic lens. As I looked towards my gliding as a child, I pictured myself as a dust-covered traveler, exploring strange, forbidden places and finding forgotten things. A treasure hunter of old arcane objects. And though I'm certain the grind of sifting through sand and dirt for useful tools and things left over can wear anyone down, I cannot help but weave some thread of my fantasy into the reality of the work. Greetings, glider. My name is Alton. I gave a bow and introduced myself as Sable. It's been known to happen. Alton leans back and looks at the ceiling thoughtfully. Got a task for you then, if you're up for it. The hesitation in my voice is a product of a gentle intimidation, but I stand up straight and casual enough to seem like I'm up for anything. Alton seems to believe it enough. I need scrap, Sable. Lots of it. And you out there already doing basically nothing? Alton chuckles to himself. Shouldn't say it like that. Gliding is odd, isn't it? You have nothing to do, so you have everything to do. Wonder if anyone's ever spent their gliding just lying around. I say with a smirk that I don't imagine that would count as gliding, but at the same time, I wonder if some people do go out and use the time to simply be with themselves in a safe and reflective space. Would it matter as much what mask we choose if we found our purpose deep within? Oh no, should I be doing that? Alton clears his throat, and I'm grateful to be shaken free. Anyhow, the task. Let's see if you can understand. Bit complex. Go out, find scrap, bring it to me. What sort of scrap? Big, little, medium? It's made of metal and too busted up for anything else. I want it. Think you can handle that? Ooh, double amputee. Goodness. I tell him I'm happy for any reason to explore, that I'll return with everything I find. I say goodbye. Bring scrap to our fine friend down here. I find my way up and in. Missed the controls. What is the button? The machinist looks me over. You're late. I've never met you in my life. You would have met me sooner were it not for your delay, but I forgive you. Any friend of Caesar's is instantly beloved, and I take no offense. Perplexed, I wait for them to explain, but they seem to wait for the same. As I've been late among the Avexi, things I have slipped up in doing. I dismiss my thoughts as I recall that I have no idea who this strange machinist is. I ask them. My name is Utari. Of immediate relevance to you is that I am a friend of Cizo. I ask them if Cizo alerted them to my impending arrival. Perhaps she looks out for me and sets waypoints and oases along my guiding. A comforting thought. No, it was your hover bike. I heard it for the first time months ago and felt the shape of its voice, of her voice, sorry. I tell Utari that it was not Simoon they heard, for Sizu and I only built her a few days hence. They wave their hand at me in hurried dismissal. Did Sizu teach you so little? The voices of our machines are eternal, more ancient even than their forms. I hear them, as I always have. And yours I thought would revisit me sooner, but here we are. Now, let us speak of why you have come. The fact that the machinists are so much closer to the faith characters of anyone we've seen so far is really interesting. Something has stopped the wind tower working and... Stopped. Itari, to explain, I've already fixed the wind tower. I wish I could see the expression on their face. You already fixed it. I rock back on my heels and say yes. Why didn't you say so? You're not late at all, are you? You're perfectly on time, and I owe you an apology. I hope you'll accept it. Before I can tell them whether I do or not, they roll right over me. And I insist that you accept this. Mechanist badge. You may have been late in coming, but here you are where you are meant to be. I give you this badge not only in recognition of where you have been and what you have done, but in honor of one of many possibilities. That you may, if you so choose, become one of us, who speaks the unheard language of Simoon and her vast connections. This badge is but one, and you will need to earn more from others who carry them. But if and when you do, the caster will know what you have chosen, and you may wear the mask of the mechanist. For just a moment I hear the faintest ringing in my left ear, distant and deep, like a river below the sands. Listen. Customized bike. Ah. High max speed. Low acceleration. Meh. Decent. I see. That is why she is so important. Well met, Glider. Shepherd. Suppose you are a Vexi? Say hello to Umar and Jadi for me. Well met, Glider. Color palette for a hoverbike inspired by my work as a herder. Some may insist. Well met, Glider. Statue. Oana. She was the great herder of many creatures. They say she came from the whale and herded the ancestors of the creatures we heard today. We teach that keeping your herd near her statues will keep them together, well-fed and healthy. See you around. Ah, shepherd. Hey, kid. The first thing I would ask for when traveling merchants. From traveling merchants. Oh. Ah. Orb. Good night, Fiend. I am not going to be staying too much longer. I have a thing to do. Ah, gentle reds and blues. I like it. Hello. The mask cast... Oh. I've heard about mask casters and stories about glidings before. Gliders should collect 3 badges and set to bring them to the caster. Oh. You are the mask caster. An important one to know. This place does seem as if it may be a, center point of sorts. Traveling merchant. Nomadic merchant. Bobby. Glider, welcome. Come view my wares. Smashing. Have a gander at my goods. Oh, different engines, different bike parts. Balanced. Deceptively well weighted. Aerodynamic. Why not? Bike parts. I bought the butt. Okay. I would like to trade. Your best bet there is to head to Akria, a big market in town. Worth trying to his attention if you want to get yourself some merchant's badges. He's not the friendliest customer. See you soon. Interesting. Logging in. No messages. The guard before me stands tall, her posture shaped by duty, uniform weathered by years. Hello there, young glider. I am nearly startled to force of her greeting, but her voice is comforting somehow, warm and welcoming. I greet her with the accidental enthusiasm of a traveler finding a friend. She smiles, I think. Always nice to meet a fellow adventurer, especially now. How are you faring so far? The world is big, and I feel very small. You say that like it's a bad thing. Isn't it a wonder, the size of it all? That you can spend your whole life wandering and still find more to see. I think about the balled up fabric and smoothed out rock that will make my next pillow, and many to come. My neck aches faintly at the thought of how many nights I will spend this way. It is possible I'm romanticizing it a little. You see, I'm getting ready to leave on my second gliding. Did no one tell me? I suppose it isn't a real second gliding, but it's how I'm thinking about it. A chance to see the world again and how it's changed. I'm an Ecrine guard, you see, or I was. And as of 3 days ago, I am officially retired. You should have seen the way the others looked at me. There's a laugh in her voice. All of them were so baffled how much I'd missed the big city. A few of them felt sorry for me, like what would I do now that my life's purpose is complete? Can you imagine? I can barely muster a view of my purpose's start, let alone its end. Shake my head. I say thank you for all the strange condolences, but tomorrow marks the first time that I'll wake up and have absolutely no idea what lies ahead. I've never been more excited. I love my work. I even love the noise and trouble of Akria. But I spent enough of my life standing around and looking hard. It's time to explore. Her glee is infectious. I ask where she'd like to go. I'm heading to the Badlands, I think. I want to see the Bridge of the Betrayed. You definitely go and see it for yourself. You'll want the northern Badlands southwest of here. Maybe I'll see you up there. A view from the bridge. A proper quest. Another proper quest. I meet Ifta, the innkeeper. What can I do for you? Before I can even finish the question, Ifta shouts, "Larval husks!" I repeat the words back to her as clarification. She nods. There. How much do you know about beetles? A little bit. Well, I'm not sure it's part of that little bit, but larval husks are what gets left behind when beetle larvae grow. Beautiful, really. Tough casings. Be grateful if you could collect some for me. The type I'm looking for are Hercules beetles. You don't need to go far, but the nest is guarded by the mother beetle. You're going to have to find a way to get past her. I'll tell her I'll do my best. Anything else I can help you with? We explore. Hey there, little egg. I see how it happened. I was in a funky position on the corner or something, and when I hit that button, it locks me in place. Hey, kid. A giant magnet to bring things up. Delightful. Oh yeah, that is not very fast, is it? But that's a tight corner. I see. A little bit lower max speed, but really good acceleration. And think just think we might go and see what's up with this little funky spot over here. You know, because you turn around and see... whatever this giant machine is. You know. The front end of a spaceship, maybe? Then there's that floating thing. Okay, there must be a distance away before that actually triggers. Egg. There was a place north of the sands that basically said, hey, send egg. Or rather, the word chum, I think, was crossed over whatever words were there originally. Curious thing to test. The Dunboyne. Oh. Ah. Okay, there it is. So I need to get that thing up here. Ah. Right, cannot climb on. Cannot jump on spaceship metal. It is too smooth. Like some brains. Ah, scrap. Guess a heavy one. Door. Okay, why? Oh. Tutorial. This gives me the brain space of Breath of the Wild dungeon. So we need to start that. But I only have one of these. And I don't think I can throw it across to that. Which means... do I take this out in such a position that it makes a platform? I'm guessing. That is... I mean, I could... Aha. Door time. Hold on. We're not done over here, and I just realized that I was about to this in the wrong There's little things everywhere I gotta go get. Egg. Okay. There is most certainly a version of this that gets me back up there. From down there. Yep. Cache of 100 cuts, made from metal harvested from crashed ships. They have holes where a rope can be slid for easy and convenient transportation. That's delightful. I need money. There's a whole bunch of scrap. Okay. So we'll turn in what we can from this. Because we can fast travel back to the burnt place. Once we're done with the little mini dungeon. That'll be it. They're done by... Oh, this is a whole ass ship that's still intact on the inside that we got into. Holy heck. Good AI. And a computer. A luminous figure. New user found. Hello, please enter your new user. I found myself whispering my own name. Odd in my mouth. Welcome, Sable. I've set up a new account for you. Hello, Saren. I am this ship's simulated anthropomorphic registry and informational nexus. You may call me Saren. I asked Saren what they are doing here. I am not entirely sure, Sable. Most of my data modules appear to be corrupted. I am attempting to access ship records. Saren goes still. Transferring ship's log to your inbox. You have unread messages, Sable. Unread messages. Here are your unread messages. The panel, strange markings and symbols I assume to be ancient text spill across the screen as background colors flash wildly. And then, there are voices. With long-range sensors, Captain, we're picking up some anomalous readings from the upper atmosphere. Plasma storm. Maintain approach at current speed. What is our time to destination? 46 Earth hours, give or take. Let's keep an eye on the energy signatures and get Saren in on it too for pattern recognition. We need to purge a reactor soon. If we don't, I know. I'm aware of the risks, Ellis. We're not purging in the middle of space. We follow the protocol and... No unread messages. Oh. The reward for this puzzle was lore. Lore, 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 lore. Lore will always be a good puzzle reward. Go to Burnt Oak. See what he has to say about our pile of scrap. He was down here, right? Yes. Yeah, you are, scrap man. Scrap man, dibbit, 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 bap. Nice. Scrap man. Blung. Just make it easier. Zero unread messages. I would like to trade with you. I want to try the new wings. Because if I understand correctly, I can mix and match malarkey here. Gosh, so this set is very high handling for what I can do now. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool look. Oh, so these are different combinations. That's two different sets put together. And so is that. Okay, cool. Cool. Got whatever that is. Got whatever that is. Set ourselves a few waypoints before we go. to where we came from. Yeah. Delightful. Plenty of quests to do. But for right now, we will pop ourselves a little squat. And we will close that for the night. Thank you everybody for stopping by. It was absolutely lovely, darlings. Going to throw you goobers over at... You know what? Nope, we're just gonna end it here. Just a good, nice, simple little end. Thank you so much for everybody for stopping by. Thank you, Panda, for the subscription, and Fiend for the biddies. Have a wonderful evening, y'all.